Hello. Welcome to this vast journey of peace within, sleepy science wonders, right into the heart of our planet, and far beyond. I am so glad you have found your way to this quiet corner tonight. Tonight, we are completely detaching your consciousness from the noise, the speed, and the rush of the everyday world. We are embarking on a very deep descent into the silent, massive, and ancient memory that has been breathing for billions of years beneath your footsteps. And shining above your head into the fascinating and meditative world of the cosmos. The ground you are resting on right now is actually the latest, freshest page of a giant book that has been written for billions of years. Tonight, we will discover that stars are not just distant lights, but living memories of where we came from. Take a deep breath. Feel the weight of your body being supported by this ancient earth. Let the tension leave your shoulders. Let the clock stop ticking. We are moving into deep time now, where seconds are millions of years, and silence is the only language. The universe is a storyteller that speaks in the language of light, and tonight, we are here to listen. Let us begin by contemplating the very age of everything we see, the age of existence itself. Most current estimates place the age of the universe at about 13.8 billion years. Try to let that number settle in your mind like a heavy, warm blanket. 13.8 billion years. If a single year was a single grain of sand, you would have enough sand to fill an entire desert, and still, you would only be scratching the surface of this vast history. Everything you have ever known, every mountain you have climbed, every person you have loved, and even the atoms in your own body, are just a tiny, recent whisper in this immense timeline. This number, 13.8 billion, is not a guess. It is a conclusion drawn from the echoes of the beginning. Astronomers look at the cosmic microwave background, the CMB. It is the faint, cold afterglow of the Big Bang. Imagine the universe as a grand cathedral that was once filled with a blinding, brilliant light. Over billions of years, that light has cooled and stretched, becoming a soft, invisible hum that permeates every corner of space. It is the oldest light in existence. A fossil made of photons, and it is surrounding you right now as you drift towards sleep. However, science is a living journey, and the universe still keeps its secrets close to its chest. While the figure of 13.8 billion is widely accepted, there are whispers of a different story. Recent observations of ancient stars, the Methuselah stars, suggest they might be older than the universe itself. This creates a beautiful tension in our understanding. A crisis in cosmology that reminds us how much we have yet to learn. Perhaps the universe is older, perhaps it is more complex than our current equations can hold. But in this moment, the exact number doesn't matter. What matters is the scale, the sheer, magnificent endurance of the cosmos. Think of the expansion of space. The universe is not just sitting still, it is breathing outward, stretching like a soft fabric being pulled in all directions. This expansion is carrying galaxies away from one another, but it is doing so with a grace that is almost silent. As you lie there, imagine the light from the most distant galaxies traveling toward us. Some of that light has been traveling for 10 billion years just to reach a telescope on a lonely hill on Earth. By the time we see it, the stars that created that light may have long since burned out. We are looking at ghosts. We are looking at a history that has already been written, and there is something deeply knowing that the story is already finished, yet we are just now getting to read the pages. Notice the rhythm of your breath now. It is a small, rhythmic motion in a vast, expanding whole. You are not a stranger to this universe, you are a consequence of it. The iron in your blood was forged in the hearts of dying stars. The calcium in your bones was scattered across the void during the violent, beautiful deaths of ancient suns. You are the universe looking back at itself, trying to understand its own age. Every atom in your body has been recycled through the hearts of countless suns. You are as old as the 13.8 billion years we speak of. You have just forgotten the journey. Tonight, we are here to remember, to let the weight of that history ground you. To let the vastness of space make your problems feel as small as they truly are in the grand architecture of time. The stars are not just dots in the sky, they are lanterns in a dark, quiet hallway that leads back to the beginning of time. And as you follow that hallway with your mind, you find that the further back you go, the quieter it becomes, until there is only the soft, warm glow of the initial spark. Let the silence of the vacuum fill your thoughts. Space is mostly empty, a profound, velvet darkness that offers no resistance. It is a place where there is no wind to chill you, no noise to startle you, just the eternal, steady glow of distant suns. As we conclude this first chapter, know that the age of the universe is not a burden to carry, it is a foundation to rest upon. You are supported by billions of years of cosmic evolution. You are the latest, freshest page. And now, it is time for the pen to stop moving, it is time for the ink to dry, and it is time for you to surrender to the stillness. The universe is 13.8 billion years old, and tonight, it is inviting you to rest inside its ancient, loving arms. Gravity is often described as a force, a pull, a heavy hand that keeps our feet on the ground. But tonight, I want you to imagine it differently. Think of gravity as a lullaby, a gentle, invisible song that the universe sings to keep everything in its rightful place. Imagine the fabric of space-time as a vast, soft sheet of velvet, stretched out infinitely in every direction. When a star or a planet is placed upon this velvet, it creates a curve. A gentle dip in the fabric. This is how gravity works. It isn't a rope tying us to the sun, it is the way the universe bends to hold us. As you lie in your bed tonight, you are resting in one of those gentle curves. Earth is cradling you, pulling you softly toward its center with a constant, unwavering devotion. Notice how effortless it is to exist within this pull. You don't have to try to stay on the planet. You don't have to hold on. Gravity does the work for you. It is the ultimate form of surrender. Beyond our atmosphere, this same gravity is conducting a grand, silent orchestra. Every planet in our solar system is caught in a slow, hypnotic dance around the sun. Think of Jupiter, the giant protector, spinning in the dark. Its massive gravity is so strong that it acts as a cosmic shield, sweeping up wandering asteroids and comets before they can ever reach us. It is a silent guardian, watching over the inner worlds while we sleep. And then there is our moon, a pale, quiet companion that has circled the Earth for billions of years. The relationship between the Earth and the moon is a perfect example of a rhythmic, gravitational bond. The moon's pull is what moves our oceans. It reaches down from the sky and gently lifts the tides, then lets them fall back again. It is the breath of the planet. A slow inhale and exhale that has been happening since long before the first heartbeat was heard on land. As the tides rise and fall, they act as a brake on the Earth's rotation, very slightly slowing us down, making our days just a tiny fraction of a second longer every century. The universe is not in a hurry. It operates on a scale of time where 1,000,000 years is just a momentary pause. Think about the orbits themselves. They are not perfect circles, but slightly elongated ellipses. This means that planets are constantly moving slightly closer to the Sun, then drifting slightly further away. It is a cosmic pulse, a heartbeat of distance and light. Every world in the dark is falling, but it is falling in such a perfect way that it never hits the ground. It just circles and circles, in a state of eternal, weightless grace. If you could hear the sound of the solar system, it wouldn't be a roar. It would be a deep, resonant hum, the sound of massive bodies moving through a vacuum. In the silence of space, there is no air to carry sound waves, so the music of the spheres is a silent one, felt only in the subtle tug of one world upon another. As you settle deeper into your pillow, imagine yourself drifting away from the surface of the Earth, rising slowly through the clouds, leaving the weight of the atmosphere behind. You are entering the realm of orbits now. You are becoming part of the dance. There is no up or down here, only the balance between motion and the pull of the stars. In this weightless place, your worries have no mass. They cannot fall, because there is nothing to pull them down. They simply drift away from you, floating off into the vast, dark distance until they are nothing more than tiny, fading sparks. You are left with only the stillness of the orbit, the feeling of being held by the geometry of the universe itself. Gravity is what gathered the dust of the early universe into the first stars. It is what crushed that dust until it ignited with the fire of fusion, giving birth to light. Without this invisible lullaby, the universe would be a scattered, lonely place. But because of gravity, we have homes, we have suns. And we have the quiet regularity of the seasons. Trust in this balance tonight. The same laws that keep the galaxies from flying apart are the laws that are keeping you safe in your room. You are part of a system that has been stable for eons. The Earth will continue to turn, the Moon will continue to pull the tides, and the Sun will continue its long, slow journey around the center of the Milky Way. Everything is in its place. Everything is as it should be. Let the lullaby of gravity pull your eyelids closed. Let it draw your thoughts down into the deep, dark well of sleep. You are falling into rest, and the universe is here to catch you. Now, I want you to imagine a place in the universe where time itself slows down to a gentle crawl, a place so powerful, yet so quiet, that it defies everything we think we know about reality. We are approaching the silent giants of the cosmos, the black holes. For a long time, we thought of black holes as cosmic monsters, violent abysses that swallowed everything in their path. But tonight, we will look at them differently. Think of a black hole not as a drain, but as a final sanctuary of stillness, a point where the frantic motion of the universe finally comes to a rest. A black hole is formed when a massive star, much larger than our Sun, reaches the end of its life. After millions of years of burning bright, the star runs out of fuel, and under the incredible weight of its own gravity, it begins to collapse inward. It shrinks and shrinks, becoming smaller and more dense, until it passes a point of no return. What remains is a singularity, a point of infinite density where the laws of physics as we know them simply cease to exist. Around this singularity is a boundary called the event horizon. Imagine it as the shoreline of a vast, dark ocean. Once you cross this shore, the pull of gravity is so strong that even light, the fastest thing in the universe, cannot escape. It is the ultimate boundary of privacy in the cosmos. Whatever happens inside a black hole stays inside, shielded forever from the eyes of the outside world. If you were to watch someone approach a black hole from a distance, you would witness something extraordinary. Because gravity is so intense, it actually warps the fabric of time. To your eyes, the person would seem to slow down. Their movements would become more and more languid, their clock ticking slower and slower. Until eventually, they would appear to freeze entirely at the edge of the event horizon, becoming a permanent, silent statue in the gallery of the stars. Time, in the presence of a silent giant, is not a river, it is a pool of deep, still water. In the center of almost every galaxy, including our own Milky Way, there lies a supermassive black hole. Our quiet neighbor is called Sagittarius A star. It is 4 million times more massive than our Sun. And yet, it is invisible. We only know it is there because we see the stars nearby dancing around an empty point in space, moving in perfect, rhythmic orbits around a heart of darkness. This black hole is the anchor of our galaxy. It is the invisible weight that keeps hundreds of billions of stars held together in a beautiful, spiral embrace. Far from being a source of destruction, these giants are the architects of galactic order. They are the centers of gravity that allow life to exist on small, quiet planets like ours. Imagine yourself drifting near the edge of such a giant. You are not being pulled violently, instead, you are simply following the natural curve of space. It feels like floating in a dark, warm sea where there is no sound, no light, and no pressure. Just the absolute, perfect silence of the void. Some scientists believe that black holes might not be dead ends at all, but bridges, perhaps gateways to other places or even other universes. They are the ultimate mysteries, the parts of the cosmic map where we have to write, "Here be wonders." But for tonight, you don't need to solve the mystery. You only need to appreciate the scale of it. Think of the black hole as a place where the universe stores its most precious secrets, wrapped in a cloak of gravity and time. It is a place of total surrender, where even light gives up its journey and chooses to stay. Let your thoughts follow that light. Let them move toward the center of your own inner cosmos, toward that point of absolute stillness that lives within you. Like a black hole, that place is quiet. It is unaffected by the noise of the outside world. It is your own private event horizon, where nothing can reach you, and nothing can disturb your peace. The universe is vast, and the giants are silent. They are watching over the deep time of the galaxies, and they are reminding us that even in the darkest abyss, there is a profound and lasting order. Breathe in the darkness, and let yourself be held by the gravity of the night. Tonight, I want you to reconsider the very nature of the room you are lying in, and the moments you are experiencing. We often think of space as an empty box, and time as a relentless, ticking clock that moves only forward. But Albert Einstein, one of the greatest dreamers in the history of science, saw something much more beautiful. He realized that space and time are not separate. They are woven together into a single, seamless fabric called space-time. Imagine a vast, invisible blanket of silk that stretches across the entire universe. Every star, every planet, and even you, are resting upon this fabric. This fabric is not rigid. It is flexible. It can stretch, it can ripple, and most importantly, it can curve. When you feel the weight of your body against your bed tonight, you are not just feeling gravity as a pull. You are feeling the way your own mass creates a tiny, gentle dimple in the fabric of the universe. Time, too, is part of this flexible weave. It does not flow at the same speed for everyone. In the vast stillness of the cosmos, time is personal. It is relative. If you were to travel deep into space, far away from the heavy pull of the Earth, and move at incredible speeds, your time would begin to stretch. To you, every second would feel normal, your heart would beat at its usual rhythm, your breath would be just as calm as it is now. But if you could look back at a clock on Earth, you would see it spinning wildly fast. Years would pass there while only days passed for you. Time is not a solid road, it is a river that flows at different speeds depending on where you are and how fast you are moving. Near a massive object like a star, the river slows down, becoming a quiet, deep pool. In the empty voids between galaxies, the river speeds up, rushing through the darkness. This realization brings a profound sense of peace. It means that the rush we feel in our daily lives, the feeling of running out of time, is only a local perspective. In the grand architecture of space-time, every moment that has ever happened, and every moment that will ever happen, already exists. Physicists call this the block universe. In this view, the past is not gone, and the future is not missing. They are simply different coordinates on the map of space-time. Just as the city you visited years ago still exists even though you are not there now, the moments of your childhood, the quiet mornings of your past, still exist in the fabric of the cosmos. They are preserved forever in the silk of reality. You are not being chased by time. You are simply traveling through it, a passenger on a journey that has no beginning and no end. Think of the ripples in this fabric. When massive stars collide or black holes merge, they send waves through space-time, gravitational waves. These are literal ripples in the geometry of the universe. They travel across billions of light years, stretching and squeezing space itself as they pass through everything in their path. As I speak, one of those ripples might be passing through your room, very gently stretching the distance between your atoms, and then letting them return to their place. You cannot feel it, for it is as subtle as a ghost's breath, but it is a reminder that you are physically connected to events happening on the other side of the dark. You are part of the vibration of the whole. Let your mind become as flexible as space-time itself. Let the hard edges of your schedule and your worries soften. There is no need to hurry through this fabric. You have all the time in the universe, because time is not a resource to be spent. It is a dimension to be inhabited. In the meditative space of the cosmos, there is only the present curve, the present breath. The fabric of the universe is holding you perfectly. It is curving around you, cradling your weight, and slowing down the clock just for you. Breathe in the vastness of Einstein's dream. Feel the silk of space-time beneath you. And as the river of time slows to a whisper, let yourself drift into the quietest part of the stream. You are safe within the weave. You are still within the motion. Tonight, we leave the warped fabric of time behind and drift toward the most beautiful gardens in the cosmos. These are the nebulae, the stellar nurseries where the universe creates its light. Imagine vast, glowing clouds of gas and dust stretching across hundreds of light years, looking like celestial mountains made of velvet and neon. In the chaos of the everyday world, we forget that even the stars had a beginning. They were not always there, burning in the dark. They were born in these quiet, cold nurseries, where the silence is so heavy it feels like a physical presence. Imagine a cloud of hydrogen gas, cold, dark, and incredibly thin. It sits in the vacuum of space, undisturbed for millions of years. But then, perhaps a distant star explodes, sending a soft ripple of energy through the void, or perhaps gravity simply decides it is time to begin. The cloud starts to pull itself together, very slowly, atom by atom. As the cloud collapses, it begins to spin, like a slow, graceful dancer on ice. The center becomes denser and warmer, and as the pressure builds, a protostar begins to glow with a faint, infrared heat. It is a star in its infancy, wrapped in a blanket of dust that shields it from the harsh cold of space. Think of the pillars of creation in the Eagle Nebula, those towering columns of gas that look like the fingers of a giant. Inside those pillars, thousands of new suns are currently being forged. They are hidden from our eyes, but we can feel their heat, their potential, their dreams of becoming light. There is something deeply comforting about the way a star is born. It requires darkness. It requires cold, and it requires an immense amount of patience. It is a reminder that the most brilliant things in existence take time to form. They cannot be rushed. They must grow in the stillness. Within these nurseries, the universe is also an artist. The colors we see in the nebulae, the deep reds, the electric blues, the ghostly greens, are the signatures of different elements. Hydrogen glows in a soft crimson. Oxygen speaks in emerald hues. Sulfur paints in shades of gold. These are the same elements that make up the world around you tonight. The oxygen you are breathing into your lungs right now was once part of a nebula like this. The iron in your blood, the carbon in your skin, it was all cooked in the hearts of stars that lived and died before our sun was even a thought. We are not just looking at the stars, we are looking at our ancestors. As you drift closer to sleep, imagine yourself floating inside one of these glowing clouds. The light is soft and diffused like a permanent twilight. You are surrounded by the raw materials of life, by the dust that will one day become planets, and perhaps, one day, people. In this nursery, there is no noise, only the steady, invisible pressure of gravity doing its work. You can feel the warmth of the newborn stars nearby, the gentle radiance that suggests hope and new beginnings. The nebula is a place of transition, where the old becomes the new, and where the ending of one star provides the seeds for 1,000 more. Let your mind rest in this cosmic garden. Let the colors of the nebula wash over your thoughts, turning the sharp edges of your day into soft, glowing clouds. You are a child of the stars, and tonight, you have returned to the place of your birth. The dust is settled, the light is dimming, and the universe is humming a quiet tune of creation. The nursery is quiet, and it is time to dream. Tonight, we listen to the oldest sound in the universe, not a sound that travels through air, but an echo that travels through time itself. We are tuning our consciousness to the cosmic microwave background, the CMB, the ghostly afterglow of the moment everything began. Imagine a time, long before the first star was ever lit, long before the first galaxy took its spiral shape. The universe was a hot, dense, and glowing fog. It was so thick that light itself could not travel. Photons were trapped, bouncing around like frantic fireflies in a jar of milk. The universe was a place of total brilliance, but also total blindness. But then, something miraculous happened. About 380,000 years after the Big Bang, the universe had expanded and cooled just enough. The temperature dropped to a point where atoms could finally form, and suddenly, the fog cleared. The universe became transparent. And that trapped light was finally set free. That first burst of light has been traveling through the void for 13.8 billion years. As the universe expanded, that light stretched and stretched, becoming cooler and fainter, until today, it is no longer visible to our eyes. It has shifted into the microwave part of the spectrum, becoming a soft, cold hum that fills every cubic inch of space. As you lie there in the dark, understand that you are literally bathed in this ancient light. If our eyes could see microwaves, the entire night sky would glow with a uniform, soft radiance. There would be no true darkness, only the warm, orange-gold memory of the beginning. It is the ultimate background noise, a cosmic white noise that has been playing since the dawn of time. This echo tells us that we are never truly alone in the dark. The universe is holding on to its first breath. And it is sharing it with us, every second of every day. When astronomers look at the maps of this background radiation, they see tiny, subtle fluctuations, slight differences in temperature that are smaller than 1/1000th of a degree. These are not just random spots. They are the seeds of everything we know. Those slightly denser areas are where gravity began to pull harder, where the first clusters of galaxies would eventually grow. You are looking at the blueprint of the cosmos, written in the language of heat and light. Every galaxy you see in a telescope, every star in the sky, and every atom in your room started as one of those tiny ripples in the cosmic fog. Think of the patience of that light, traveling across the vast, lonely distances between galaxies, passing through the birth and death of stars, avoiding the grasp of black holes, just to arrive here, in this moment. To tell us where we came from. In the modern world, we are surrounded by signals, radio waves, Wi-Fi, the chatter of satellites. But beneath all that modern noise, the CMB is always there. If you have ever seen static on an old television set between channels, about 1% of that snow was actually the interference from the Big Bang itself. You were watching the creation of the universe on your screen. Tonight, let that thought act as a bridge to a deeper rest. The universe is not a chaotic, accidental place. It is a system with a history that is still vibrating around you. The same energy that started the expansion of space is the energy that eventually led to your existence. Let the ghost of that ancient light calm your thoughts. It is a light that does not glare, it only glows. It is a sound that does not shout, it only hums. Breathe in the ancient memory. Breathe out the modern noise. You are part of the echo, and the echo is finally fading into the silence of sleep. Tonight, we move away from the glowing nebulae and the crowded dance of galaxies. We are heading into the places that most maps of the universe leave blank. The great voids. These are the vast, hollow cathedrals of the cosmos, where for millions of light years in every direction, there is almost nothing at all. We often fear the idea of emptiness, but in the universe, emptiness is where the true peace lives. Imagine being in a place so far from any star that the sky isn't filled with white dots, but is a perfect, velvet, obsidian black. A place where the light of the nearest galaxy is just a tiny, distant smudge on the horizon of your vision. In these voids, like the famous Boötes void, the density of matter is so low that you could travel for lifetimes and never encounter a single atom of gas. It is the ultimate expression of space. A literal room for the mind to expand without hitting any boundaries. Think of the silence in such a place. On Earth, silence is usually just the absence of loud noise, but in the great void, silence is a fundamental property of existence. There is no air to carry a vibration, no magnetic fields to hum, no radiation to crackle. It is a stillness so absolute that it feels like being wrapped in the softest, thickest wool imaginable. As you lie in your bed, notice the space around you. Even in your room, there is air, there is light, there are the sounds of the night. But as you drift towards sleep, I want you to imagine your consciousness becoming like the great void, vast, empty, and perfectly still. Empty space is not nothing. It is a stage, a canvas. Even in the deepest void, there is the quantum foam, the tiny, microscopic ripples of energy that make up the background of reality. But on the scale of your senses, it is a place of total rest. Galaxies are like islands in a dark, infinite ocean, and we spend most of our time thinking about the islands, but the ocean itself is what defines the universe. Most of the cosmos is not made of stars, it is made of this beautiful, empty distance. This distance is what allows the universe to breathe. It is the buffer that prevents the chaos of one galaxy from disturbing another. It is a reminder that you, too, need your own voids, those quiet gaps in your day and your thoughts where nothing is happening, where no one is asking anything of you, and where you don't have to be anything at all. Imagine yourself floating in the center of the Boötes void, millions of light years away from the nearest struggle, the nearest deadline, the nearest noise. You are weightless. You are timeless. You are simply a witness to the dark beauty of the infinite. Some theories suggest that these voids are growing, as dark energy pushes the galaxies further apart, the empty spaces between them expand. The universe is creating more room for silence. It is slowly turning down the volume of the stars, preparing itself for a long, eternal rest. Don't be afraid of the dark tonight. The dark is not an ending, it is a state of being. It is the color of the universe's most natural state. It is the color of the deepest part of your sleep. Let your thoughts drift into the void. Let them travel across the light years of emptiness until they disappear into the black velvet. There is no need to fill the space. There is no need to turn on a light. You are safe in the emptiness. You are at home in the void. The great silence is waiting for you, and it is beautiful. Tonight, we leave the cold, empty voids behind and travel to the most exotic landscapes in the universe. We are going to visit worlds where the very definition of weather is transformed into something from a dream or a fairy tale. Here, the rain doesn't consist of water, and the wind doesn't carry the scent of pine or sea salt. Instead, we find worlds of liquid glass, metal clouds, and precious stones falling from the sky. Imagine yourself drifting toward the great ice giants of our own solar system, Neptune and Uranus. These are worlds of deep, electric blue, hidden beneath thick layers of hydrogen, helium, and methane. As we descend through their cold, crushing atmospheres, the pressure becomes so immense that it begins to do something miraculous to the molecules of methane. It squeezes the carbon atoms together, tighter and tighter, compressing them with a force that no laboratory on Earth could ever replicate. Deep within the hearts of these planets, the carbon crystallizes. It turns into diamonds. Thousands of tons of diamonds. Imagine a storm where the raindrops are solid, glittering jewels, sinking slowly through the dense mantle like snow through a dark, heavy ocean. They fall for thousands of miles, silent, sparkling in the dim, internal heat of the planet. A constant, rhythmic rain of treasure that no human eye will ever see. Think about the silence of that diamond rain. There is no sound of splashing, only the slow, viscous movement of carbon through a sea of liquid metallic hydrogen. It is a process of incredible patience and power. As you lie in your bed, feel the stillness of your own environment. Contrast the softness of your pillow with the absolute hardness of those falling diamonds. One is for your comfort, the other is the universe's way of showing its hidden strength. Now, let us move even further out, beyond our solar system, to the exoplanets orbiting distant suns. Imagine a world called HD 189733b. To our eyes, it looks like a beautiful, peaceful blue marble, much like Earth, but this beauty is a mask for a strange and terrifying reality. The blue color comes not from oceans, but from clouds of silicate particles. Essentially, clouds of glass. On this world, the winds howl at 7 times the speed of sound, and they carry this glass with them. It is a world where it rains glass, sideways. A horizontal storm of shimmering shards, moving through a cobalt sky. Even in its violence, there is a hypnotic rhythm to it, a high-speed dance of light and reflection. It is a reminder that the universe can create beauty out of the most extreme conditions. Picture another world, a hot Jupiter, where the temperatures are so high that minerals like iron and rock don't just melt, they evaporate. On the dark side of these planets, where it is slightly cooler, the iron vapor condenses. It forms clouds of liquid metal. Imagine standing on a balcony made of dreams, looking out over a landscape where the clouds are heavy and silver. Suddenly, the first drops begin to fall. Liquid iron. Glowing with a dull, red heat as it splashes into lakes of molten rock below. The sound is a heavy, rhythmic thud, metallic heartbeat echoing across a scorched world. These worlds are not hostile in the way we think. They are simply following the laws of chemistry and physics in environments far different from our own. They are masterpieces of the extreme, and they exist right now, spinning in the dark. Experiencing these strange seasons while you are safe and warm under your blanket. The diversity of the cosmos is a source of infinite wonder. There are worlds out there where the mountains are made of solid ice, yet they are harder than granite because it is so cold. There are worlds where the volcanoes erupt with freezing ammonia instead of hot lava, creating rivers of ice that flow like blue silk across the plains. Think of the super-Earths made of solid diamond. Or worlds where the sky is a permanent shade of purple because of the gases in the atmosphere. The universe never runs out of ideas. It never repeats a landscape. Each world is a unique poem written in the language of elements. As you breathe in, think of the air in your room. It is simple, it is gentle, it is mostly nitrogen and oxygen, a perfect mixture designed for your life. Be grateful for the boring weather of Earth. For the soft rain that sounds like a whisper on your window, and the gentle wind that rustles the leaves outside. In your mind, let all these exotic worlds begin to fade. The diamond rain of Neptune slows down, the glass storms of the distant blue world settle, and the iron clouds of the hot Jupiter drift away into the darkness. You are returning to the familiar, to the soft, to the safe. You are a traveler who has seen the wonders of the deep galaxy. And now, you are coming home. The exotic weather of the stars is a beautiful thought to carry into your dreams, but here, in the stillness of your room, the only thing falling is the quiet of the night. Let the weight of the universe's imagination pull you deeper into your bed. You don't need to understand the physics of a diamond rain to feel its majesty. You only need to know that the universe is vast enough to hold all these wonders, and gentle enough to let you sleep. Everything is quiet now. The storms have passed, and the stars are just watching. Tonight, we must speak of the things that cannot be seen, and yet, they are more real than anything we have touched so far. We are entering the realm of the invisible architect, the silent weaver of the cosmos. Dark matter. When you look up at the night sky, you see the stars, the dust, the glowing nebulae. But all of that, everything we can see, from the smallest grain of sand to the largest supermassive black hole, makes up only 5% of the universe. The rest is a mystery, a profound silence that refuses to reflect or emit light. Imagine you are at a grand ball, and you see thousands of dancers moving in perfect, synchronized circles. They are spinning fast, their dresses flowing, their movements confident and grand. But as you look closer, you realize there is no floor, there are no music players, and according to the laws of motion, the dancers are moving so fast they should be flying apart into the darkness. Yet, they stay together, held by a partner you cannot see. Dark matter is that invisible partner, the unseen hand that holds the galaxies in its palm. Scientists discovered this by watching the way galaxies spin. They noticed that the stars at the very edges of a galaxy were moving just as fast as the stars near the center. By all the rules of physics, they should have been flung out into the void like water droplets from a spinning wheel. But something was providing extra gravity, something massive, something heavy, and something completely transparent. It is called dark matter, and it is not made of atoms like you and me. It does not interact with light. It does not feel the warmth of the sun or the cold of the void. It simply exists as a gravitational ghost. Think of it as the galactic spine. A vast, cosmic web that stretches across the entire universe. Imagine a spider's web made of shimmering, invisible silk, where the strands are millions of light years long. The galaxies are not floating randomly in space, they are caught in the intersections of this web. They are like dewdrops clinging to the strands of an infinite net. This web is what connects us to the furthest reaches of the cosmos. As you lie still in your bed, try to imagine this invisible web passing right through you. Because dark matter does not interact with ordinary matter, it can pass through mountains, through the earth, and through your own body without leaving a trace. There could be a dark matter wind blowing through your room right now, carrying the gravitational memory of ancient galaxies, but you feel only the soft pressure of your blanket and the rhythm of your own heart. This realization is deeply humbling. It tells us that we are guests in a house built of materials we do not yet understand. We are the light atop the deep, dark ocean of the unseen. Think of the patience of this invisible structure. It has been there since the very beginning, even before the first stars were lit. It was the dark matter that clung together first, creating the gravitational wells into which ordinary gas could fall. Without the dark matter web, the gas would have remained scattered. The stars would never have gathered, and you would not be here tonight, listening to these words. We owe our very existence to the silence of the invisible. In the deep, dark reaches of space, dark matter creates halos, massive envelopes of gravity that surround every galaxy. Our own Milky Way is nestled inside one of these halos, like a precious jewel kept inside a soft, protective case. It shields us. It keeps our stars from wandering off into the lonely void. It provides the stability we need for life to flourish over billions of years. It is a form of cosmic protection that asks for nothing in return. It does not shine, it does not boast, it simply holds. Let your mind rest in the idea of being held. Just as the dark matter holds the galaxy, your bed holds your weight, and your room holds your breath. There is a structure to everything. Even the things you cannot see or measure with your eyes. As you drift closer to the edge of sleep, let the invisible web catch your wandering thoughts. Let them hang like dewdrops on the cosmic strands, safe, still, and connected to the whole. You are part of the spine of the universe. You are woven into the fabric of the unseen. The dark matter is quiet, the stars are steady, and you are perfectly supported. Everything is connected by a thread you can only feel in the stillness. Trust the web. Trust the silence. Tonight, we have traveled across the vast architecture of the cosmos. We have witnessed the birth of stars in glowing nurseries, the rhythmic dance of gravity, the silent majesty of black holes, and the invisible web that holds everything together. But now, we must look toward the final horizon, the ultimate destination of this grand journey. We are looking into the far, far future, toward the eternal stillness of the universe. Imagine the universe as a grand, cosmic clock. Right now, it is in its vibrant, noisy youth. Stars are exploding, galaxies are colliding, and life is breathing. But as the eons pass, not millions or billions of years, but trillions upon trillions, the character of the cosmos begins to change. It becomes quieter, gentler, and more profound in its rest. The expansion of space, driven by the mysterious dark energy, continues to push galaxies further apart. Slowly, one by one, the distant galaxies fade from our view, until even the brightest telescopes would see only a vast, empty darkness beyond our own local cluster. The universe is preparing for its long, peaceful sleep. Then, the small red dwarfs, the most patient stars in existence, will finally flicker out after trillions of years of steady service. Imagine the last star in the universe, glowing like a single, tiny candle in an infinite cathedral, until it, too, sighs and fades into the dark. There is no tragedy in this ending, instead, there is a sense of completion. The universe has spent its energy, it has told its stories, it has forged its elements, and now, it is simply tired. It is ready to let go of the fire and embrace the cool, velvet embrace of the vacuum. Think of the heat death of the universe, a term that sounds harsh, but in reality, it is the ultimate state of equilibrium. It is the point where the temperature is the same everywhere, where there are no more storms, no more heat, and no more tension. It is the perfect, absolute peace of a pond whose ripples have finally vanished. As you lie in your bed, feel your own equilibrium. Your body is finding its own state of rest, your breathing is becoming as steady as the expansion of space, and your thoughts are slowing down, just like the aging stars. You are experiencing a microcosmic version of the universe's final stillness. In the very far future, even the black holes will begin to evaporate. Through a slow, ghostly process called Hawking radiation. Over periods of time so long that numbers lose their meaning, these silent giants will dissolve back into the space-time they once warped. They will release their stored energy as a faint, final whisper, until the last singularity is gone, leaving behind only a sea of photons, drifting forever in a cold, dark, and perfectly still expanse. This is the future of stillness. A universe that is no longer changing, no longer aging, no longer struggling. It is a state of eternal grace, where time itself seems to lose its arrow, because when nothing changes, time becomes infinite. As you drift toward sleep, it keeps dreaming. Thank you for spending this time here, floating through the cosmos with me. We've drifted across vast distances, past dying stars and newborn galaxies, listening to ripples in space-time and echoes from the earliest moments of creation. And somewhere in all of it, in the light of ancient stars, in the silence between galaxies, in the quiet shimmer of dust, there was you, breathing slowly, thoughts softening, maybe even already asleep. This universe is full of motion and mystery, but also stillness. It holds heat and light and gravity, but it also holds peace. And the fact that we can know it, piece by piece, in calm and in quiet, is something truly beautiful. So, wherever you are now, whether you're fully awake or drifting beyond the edge of thought, may your dreams tonight be gentle. May your body rest like starlight on water. And may you carry with you, even faintly, the memory of a universe that glows, not just above you, but within you. The final horizon is not a wall, it is an open door into the silence. You are safe to walk through it. You are safe to let the stars fade. If you happen to still be awake, you have traveled the entire history of time tonight. You have seen the beginning, and you have seen the end, and in both, you found stillness. May your rest be as deep as the great void, as steady as the dark matter web, and as peaceful as the final echo of the cosmos. Good night. Sleep well, within the heart of the silent universe.